chains, branches and ring form. Okay, now different structure is there. Okay, now there are three types of structures: chain form, branch form and ring form. In the earlier section, we mentioned the carbon compound methane, ethane, and propane, containing respectively 1, 2, and 3 carbon atoms. Such chain of carbon atom can contain many more carbon atoms. The name and the structure of a 6 of these are given in table 4.6. Okay, as we know it that, for example, if a carbon contain, okay, or a structure contain only one carbon, then we say it as a methane. Okay, if it is two, then we say it as a ethane. Okay, same way, if a structure contain three carbon, then we have told what? Okay, it is propane. Methane, ethane, propane. Okay, so now we will study up to 6 carbon containing compound. Okay, and the table are given. Okay, here you can see that what? Okay, if a structure, okay, if we say it as a methane, okay, methane contain how many carbon? Okay, methane contain only one carbon, and we know it very well that carbon have how many valency? Okay, 4 valency: 1, 2, 3 and 4. Carbon contain 4 valency. Okay, in that 4 valency you can see that different hydrogen are attached. Okay, and it will form what? Okay, it will form a structure. Okay, CH4. Okay, as you can see that how many there? Okay, 4 hydrogen are attached with a one carbon, and so it is known as what? Okay, methane. Okay, as you can see in a structure. Same way, the second is ethane. In ethane you can see that 2 carbon is there. Okay, 2 carbon is there. Okay, first carbon, okay, as you can see that one valence is already set with the another carbon, then how many valence is left? Okay, 3 valence is left. Okay, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and same way for the other carbon you can see 1 is already set, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so 3 of them are attached, and we say it as a C2H6. Okay, C2H6, which we say it as a ethane. And same way, if a propane contain how many? Okay, 3 carbon. How many carbon? 3 carbon. Okay, each of them you can see that first carbon contain 3 vacant valency. 3 of them get attached with the hydrogen. Second are bonded with the 2 different bond. So how many left? Okay, 2 are left, 1 and 2. Same way for the third you can see that how many valency is there? Okay, 3 valency is left. Okay, 3 of them get attached with each other, and it will form what? Okay, propane. Okay, so this was the structure of methane, ethane and propane. Propane structure. Now the next is butane. Okay, in butane you can see that in butane you can see that how many carbon is there? Okay, 4 carbon is there. How many? Okay, 4. Okay, now the fourth is butane. So in butane you can see that how many carbon is there? 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 carbon is there, and all the 4 are attached with each other. Okay, all 4 are attached with each other. Okay, and as you can see that first carbon, okay, how many valency is left? Okay, in the first one you can see that 3 are vacant. So in that 3 you can see that 3 hydrogen are attached. For the second you can see that 1 and 2. Okay, 2 valency is already set. So how many left? Okay, 2 are left. So in that place you can see that 2 hydrogen are attached. Same way here you can see that for this carbon 1 and 2 is already set. So 2 of them are attached with each other to form. Okay, and same way for the last one you can see that 1 is only there. Okay, so 3 will be attached with each other. Okay, and it will form methane, ethane, propane, butane. Okay, how many? Okay, 4 carbon containing compound in which you can see that C4H10 will be formed, and which we said is a butane. What? Okay, it is said to be a butane. Okay, same way. If we talk about the next one, okay, which is pentane. In pentane, you can see that how many valency is there? Okay, for the 5 carbon, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pentane contain 5 carbon and 5 of them carbon. Okay, for the first you can see that 1 is already set. So how many left? Okay, 3 left. In 3 of them you can see that hydrogen get attached. Okay, same way for the second one you can see that 2 is already set. 2 will be remain. So 2 of them get attached with each other. For the next one you can see that 2 set. 2 will be attached. 2 will be attached, and for the last one you can see that 1 is set, so 3 will be attached, and it will form what? Okay, pentane. What? Okay, it will form pentane. And the last one, okay, which is hexane. In hexane also you can see that 6 carbon get attached with each other. Okay, 6 of them will attach with each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, in hexane you can see 6 carbon is there. 6 carbon, and for the first you can see that 3 are vacant valency. For the second one you can see that 2 are vacant valency. For the third you can see that 2 are vacant valency. For the fourth you can see that, okay, and for the this one also you can see. For the last one you can see that hydrogen get attached with each other. Okay, hydrogen get attached with each other. But let us take another look at the butane. If we make the carbon skeleton, okay, what? Okay, if we make a carbon skeleton with the 4 carbon atom, as you can see, 4 carbon atom are there. Okay, we see that 2 different possible skeleton are formed. Okay, 4 carbon get attached with each other. Okay, and the second possibility is of this. Okay, so now, okay, for the carbon skeleton containing what? Okay, first, as you can see, okay, 2 different possibilities there. Okay, filling a remaining valency with the hydrogen. Okay, as you can see that in this, okay, what? Okay, 3 valencies left, so 3 of them get attached with hydrogen. For the second also you can see that 2 is left. Okay, so 2 of them get attached. For the third also you can see that 2 of them get attached, and for the last 3 is attached. And same way for if you see a second, okay, in second also you can see that 3 get attached here. For this carbon you can see 1, 2 and 3. 3 get attached with each other, so only 1 is left. So that hydrogen, and for this one you can see that 3 is left. Okay, so here you can see that 2 possible structure can be seen. Okay, if we attach a carbon skeleton, we see that both this structure have the same formula C4H10. How many? Okay, C4H10. Okay, both of them as you can see. Okay, both have a same formula. Okay, such compound with the identical molecular formula but different structure are called structural isomer. Okay, which we say it as a structural isomer. Once again I am repeating what? Okay, if a compound contain identical molecular formula, okay, as you can see that same molecular formula but their structure are totally different from each other or quite different from each other. So such compounds, okay, which contain a same molecular formula, but their structure are totally quite different from each other, okay, are said to be structural isomer of each other, okay, that is said to be structural isomers. In addition to straight and branch carbon chain, some compounds have a carbon atom arranged in the form of a ring. Okay, some of them are attached in the ring form. Ring form means what? The closed structure. Closed structure. Okay. They contain closed structure. Okay. Okay. Which we say it as what? Okay, ring form. Okay, which we say it as a ring form. Okay. Some compound have a carbon atom arranged in the form of ring, as you can see. For example, cyclohexane C6H12 and the formula structure as you can see. Okay, 6 carbon are attached with each other. 6 carbon are attached with each other in a ring form. Ring form means what? Okay, circular form, cyclic form. And all of them get valensified by hydrogen. Okay. They get stabilized by hydrogen. Can you draw the electron dot structure for cyclohexane, straight chain, branch chain, and cyclic carbon compound? All may be saturated or unsaturated. For example, benzene. Okay, if we talk about the benzene, okay, C6H6 has the following structure. Benzene, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 carbon are there. 6 of them get attached with each other in a ring form. Okay. Now, what? Okay, alternatively, they contain a double bond. Okay, alternately. Okay, if here double bond is there, okay, so next is here, same way, next is here. Okay, as you can see that alternately they contain a double bond in a cyclic structure. Okay, now if we see this carbon contain 3 valency, they get already set. So one is left, they get valensified by 1 hydrogen. Same way for this you can see that 3 is attached, so only 1 hydrogen. For this also you can see 1, 2 and 3, so 1 is left. For this also you can see 1, 2 and 3, so only 1 left. And for this also you can see that 3 is set, so 1 only left. And for the last also only 1 left. Okay, so as you can see benzene will be formed, and as you can see 6 carbon is there and 6 hydrogen is there. Okay, so the structure of benzene is C6H6 and they contain alternatively double bond in their structure. Okay, so this was your structure of benzene, and all these carbon compound which contain only carbon and hydrogen, as you can see that in this structure or a benzene structure contain only carbon and hydrogen. Okay, it is also called what? Okay, hydrocarbon. Okay, it is said to be a hydrocarbon. Okay, it is said to be hydrocarbon. Okay, all these carbon compound which contain only this is said to be hydrocarbon. Among these, the saturated hydrocarbon are called alkane, and unsaturated hydrocarbon which contain only one and more double bond are said to be alkene. Okay. And those containing one or more triple bond are called alkyne. Okay, so this way you can see that if a compound contain double bond, then we say it as a alkene. Okay, which we say it as what? Okay, alkene. Okay, if a compound contains single or one or more than one double bond, okay, then we say it as a compound, as a alkene compound. If a compound contain, okay, if in a structure you can see that triple bond is there, one or more than one triple bond is there. If a single triple bond is there, then also that compound is said to be what? Okay, alkyne. Okay, which we say it is alkyne. Okay, same way now one by one you can see that if a compound contain single bond, what? Okay, single bond, then it is said to be alkane. Okay, if it is containing double bond, then it is said to be alkene. And if a compound contains triple bond, how many? Okay, triple bond, okay, 3 bond, okay, then it is said to be alkyne. What? Alkyne. Double bond, then it is said to be alkene. Single bond, then it is said to be alkane. And if a triple bond, then it is said to be alkyne. Okay, once again I am repeating, if a compound contain what? Okay, only single bond, okay, no double bond is there, no triple bond is there, then a such compound is said to be alkane. And it is second, that it is also saturated. Why? Because we have already studied that saturated compound contain only single bond, there is no double bond or triple bond. Okay, so such compound are said to be alkane as well as saturated compound. And if a compound contain double bond, then it is said to be what? Okay, unsaturated compound, as well as it is also said to be alkene. Okay, what? Okay, if in a compound you can see that double bond is there, then it is said to be alkene. And if a compound contain triple bond, how many? Okay, 3 bond are there between 2 elements. Okay, between 2 elements you can see that triple bond, 3 bond are there, then it is said to be what? Okay, alkyne. Okay, so this was the difference between alkane, alkene and alkyne. Okay, alkene and alkyne are said to be unsaturated compound, whereas alkane are said to be what? Okay, saturated. Why? Because it contain only single bond. Okay, there is no space for the double bond or the triple bond. Okay, so will you be my friend? Okay, in that you can see that carbon seems to be a very friendly element. Okay, so far we have been looking at compound containing carbon and hydrogen only, but carbon also form bond with other elements such as halogen, oxygen, nitrogen and sulfur. Okay, so just now only we have studied between whom? Okay, carbon and hydrogen. Okay, but carbon have its proportionality or a property. Okay, proportionality as well as property for making or forming a bond with whom? Okay, elements like hydrogen, halogen, oxygen, nitrogen and sulfur. Okay, so in this you can see that in a hydrocarbon chain, one or more hydrogen can be replaced by this element. Okay, just now we have studied between what? Okay, bonding between hydrogen and carbon. Now from that hydrogen, one or more than one hydrogen get replaced. Okay, one hydrogen is removed, in place of that what? Which element get attached? Okay, elements like halogen, oxygen, nitrogen and sulfur get attached, and such that the valency of a carbon remains satisfied. Okay, valency should be satisfied. Okay, the carbon valency should be satisfied by these elements. In such compound, the elements replacing hydrogen is referred to as a heteroatom. Okay, which we said is what? The heteroatoms. And these heteroatoms are also present in some group. Okay, in table 4.7. Okay, here you can see that heteroatom like chlorine and bromine. Okay, chlorine and bromine. For chlorine and bromine you can see, which we say it as a halogen compound, and Cl and Br are present in that. Same way, oxygen containing group. Okay, oxygen containing group, for example alcohol. Okay, OH. Okay, if a group OH is attached, which okay OH is attached, then such compound contain which fundamental group or a functional group? Okay, its functional group is alcohol. Okay, same way, if it is attached with the CHO, okay, this CHO, then it is said to be aldehyde. In same way, C double bond O, which is also a functional group, C double bond O, okay, which is said as a ketone, and the last, which is carboxylic acid, COOH. Okay, so that functional group are said to be carboxylic group. So as you can see, okay, different functional group are there. Okay, first, which we said as what? Okay, halogen containing group, which contains Cl, Br, iodine, okay, I, etc., etc. Whereas alcohol, okay, which is a functional group which contain OH in that. In same way, aldehyde, which is CHO, and ketone, which is C double bond O, and carboxylic acid, which is COOH. Okay. So this heteroatom and the group containing these confer specific properties to the compound, regardless and the length and the nature of a carbon chain, and hence are called functional group, which we say it as a functional group. And some important functional group are given in the table. As you can see, table 4.3, free valency or a valencies of a group are shown by the single line. Okay, as you can see that single line, by a single line it is described. The functional group is attached to the carbon chain through the valency by replacing one hydrogen. Okay, what? Okay, in alkane, alkene and alkyne. Okay, in alkane, which we have studied, that a carbon valency is satisfied by the hydrogen. In place of that hydrogen, one or two hydrogen get replaced by this functional group, and they will form one new compound. Okay, and depending on that, the name is said, and replacing one hydrogen atom or atom. Okay.
And rings. We have seen structure of methane, ethane and ethylene. Now we shall study about the butane and another saturated compounds. Butane. In butane, 4 carbon atoms and 10 hydrogen are present. Step 1. Make the carbon skeleton with 4 carbon atoms. We can arrange the 2 different skeletons. Step 2. Fill the remaining valencies with hydrogen. We get butane structure. Both these structures have the same molecular formula C4H10, but different in structures are called structural isomers. In addition to straight and branched carbon chains, some compounds have carbon atoms arranged in the form of a ring. Cyclohexane has the formula C6H12. All these carbon compounds which contains just carbon and hydrogen are called hydrocarbons. Among these, the unsaturated hydrocarbons which contain one or more double bonds are called alkenes, and triple bonds are called alkynes. In the hydrocarbon chain, one or more hydrogen can be replaced by halogen, oxygen, nitrogen and sulfur such that the valency of carbon remains satisfied. In such compounds, the element replacing hydrogen is referred to as heteroatom. These heteroatoms